Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lazy Chef channel. So today I'm making a very easy spare ribs recipe and I hope you're gonna like it. So it's called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spare ribs. Very famous sort of Peking region of Chinese food. So 1 portion of white spirit, 2 portions of black vinegar, and then I add 3 portions of sugar. You can use brown sugar, you can use white sugar, whichever makes you happy, and 4 portions of soy sauce. So you can use the light soy sauce or you can use the full sodium soy sauce. I wouldn't recommend using dark soy sauce here, but you can add a little bit of dark soy sauce, but I normally just add the light soy sauce. You can add a bit of dark soy sauce for the color. So and then you're gonna mix well, so the sugar isn't gonna melt in the liquid. So and then we will have to heat it up later, and then we add equal amount of water for what the mixture is. So basically just 5 to 8 sorts of portion of water, a spoon of water, and you mix well. You don't need to use water. If you got vegetables stocking, you can add vegetable stockings in there. So now I'm going to peel the garlic, and because I'm lazy, so I'm just going to crush it by hand, and it's that easy to do. And you don't need to smash them, you just need to put your palm in there and then put a bit of force in there. You know, you use your body weight, and that's easy. So but be careful, don't cut yourself, and if you don't want to use your hand, then obviously you can use a knife or use something else to just smash the garlic, and then just peel it like that. They're quite easy to peel, especially my garlic's been here hanging around for a little while now, and some of them will start growing now, so I think I need to put it into soil just to get some garlic sprouts. I like garlic sprouts, and they're quite tasty. So while you're peeling the garlic, because both your hands are occupied, so it's really not much to do apart from peeling the garlic. But the beauty of this dish is because it takes time to cook, so you can make a mess for the while having the preparation, and then while the food is cooking, it just sort of self-manage, and then you can clean up. So I will show you later. So I bring the pan into sort of like high heat, and add a dash of oil, olive oil, whatever, seeded oil, whatever you want to use. So, and this time I'm not using hot pan, hot oil, and then put garlic in it. I literally just put the garlic when the oil is at the room temperature. The reason being is I want to cook the oil and the garlic at the same time, and let the garlic slowly extract the fragrance out to the oil. And then I've got some spare ribs here, so you probably see that the spare ribs are cooked already. This is the very important bit. So in the restaurant, what you normally do is you deep fry the spare ribs when it's raw, but because I'm at home, I don't normally save a lot of oil in there for deep fry, because I don't do them all the time. So I use water to cook them. So that's normally when you want to make a dish. Then you put the spare ribs in the water, and then you slowly cook it, and make sure the bloods are all out from the bones, and then you can put salt, spring onion, and ginger while you're cooking the raw spare ribs in the water, and they just give extra aromatic taste in there. So I've got a few spare ribs from there, and I also braised some pork shoulder meat the other day. So if you want to know how to braise pork shoulder meat, you can go to one of the video card on the top corner there, and just click on that, and you will be able to see how to braise the meat. So while I'm doing that, I'm just chopping this braised shoulder meat I reserved in the fridge, and we just let it cook, because in medium heat at the moment. So once the spare ribs is being cooked with the garlic at the same time, and you can stir it around, but I just don't touch it, and I just let it cook because I like the smell of it. So by the way, as you know, I'm a very lazy chef, and then if you got any comment about my video, please let me know. And if there's anything specially you want to know how to make, also let me know in the comment box. Your feedback is very important, and so far I haven't got any feedback from anyone yet. But I'm willing to take on feedbacks to see, you know, whether quality of the video can be improved, or any particular topic that you want to talk about. You know, if you're a student and you want to, you know, make the student food to impress your friends, and if you just, you know, literally left your parents' home and come out to live yourself, or just started a, you know, new relationship with a girlfriend and you live together, or you with a boyfriend together, and this is, you know, the video for you. And because I do very easy cooking, I don't do professional cooking because I'm not a professional chef. So you see, while we're talking, and we just add this you know, braised pork shoulder meat in there. So with the skin on, and I quite like the fatty bit of the meat, and they go really well when they get caramelized in the oil, and they become crispy on the outside, and so soft in the inside and juicy as well. And I know this is not everyone's, you know, favorite for fatty meat this day, but you know, I do still like fatty meat, and my younger lad like that as well. So, and you can see I just sort of like stir it around, and then add some white spirit in there, and you probably can't smell it, but when you cook it, when you have a hot pan, hot oil with the hot food in there, they're steaming hot, and you suddenly just dash a bit of alcohol in the pan. You know, that is the best reward being, you know, in the kitchen, because if you drink alcohol, you can go out and drink it, and it tastes good, and then you socialize with friends, that's fair enough. But this is a different dimension of pleasure when you dash the alcohol into the hot pan and you smell that, you know, the alcohol steams it into your face. Well, I might sound like I'm an alcoholic, but I'm not, I promise. I haven't been drinking for years. I used to be, you know, drinking aggressively when I was a student, but I don't anymore. Anyway, so that smell is so good, you know, and then you make sure that, you know, it's so hot to create a sizzling sort of effect. You know, you can use cast iron pan, you can use you know, copper stone pan, that can, you know, stand with really high heat, because the pleasure being is, you know, in the kitchen. Sometimes you see, you know, these professional kitchen people, they sort of flipping their wok, and suddenly they add something into the wok and the fire flames out. Oh, that looks really good, isn't it? So this is the kind of pleasure that you can only do it in the kitchen. And same theory that a lot of people just like the fire, you know, the flame, and they do barbecue. Now let's come back in here, and now I'm adding half of the mixture. You know, we talked about at the beginning of the video. The reason why we add half in there is because the sugar isn't melted in the mixture, so I'm just gonna go away and stir it well before I add it back in. And you know, you can tip it all in there, but once you tip all the liquid out, you know, the sugar sort of left at the bottom, then you have to scoop it out. So now I'm just gonna go back and mix it well before I pour the rest of the mixture in there. So and you can see I don't really stir much, it's self-managed, and once you pour all the liquid in there, and now you're ready to tidy up the kitchen. So I close the lid in there, and then we're going to come back in a minute. Right, so it's been cooked about 5 minutes. It literally just took me 5 minutes to tidy up the kitchen, and then you can see the sauce already reduced, which is good. You can let it reduce further if you want to, but I think I'm satisfied enough in there, because I like to have a little bit of sauce left, not too thick, to just serve with the boiled rice. You know, the important thing about, you know, my style is, whenever I make Chinese food, Japanese food, I always have a bowl of boiled rice in there. I love my boiled rice, and I use the east part of Asia. You know, Japanese rice or northeast Chinese rice, they are short grain, but they're like really big, and they're not the long one, and they take more water and more moisture while cooking, so which is why they taste so good. And it's good to make sauce with it, and you can use jasmine rice if you like to. You can use long grain, but they don't absorb water as much as the short grain. You can use paella rice, but that's up to you, whatever makes you, you know, easier. It's about making life easier and equally enjoying the food. So and then you just stir it around like that, and they literally just, once all the color are on the meat, then you can just put it on a plate and you can serve. And the little tips in there, you see the whole clove of garlic in there. The reason why I don't chop them off is because the garlic is part of the dish. When the garlic is in the sauce for so long, and if you like garlic, then you will love it. And if you don't like garlic, I recommend you to try this as well, because it's so good. Garlic is so good for you, I'm not a nutrition, but I just heard that garlic has got its ability to reduce your cholesterol level, good for your blood, and it detox in your body as well. So I think garlic is one of the good things I like to eat. My son started eating garlic when he's 3, and he's loving it because it boosts your immune system. So we put it on a plate just like that, and I serve with some Chinese leaf, the vegetables in there. So hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.